Morning, everybody. It's been a little while since I've been on. I know I've been waiting on episode 3 for a little bit, so let's go ahead and get straight into it. Over the last week, I've been reached out to by a couple of close friends, family members of mine, and they've been going through a lot. And so today, I just kind of wanna go on a more serious note with today's inspiration. And it seems that these times, we're losing a lot of people close to us. People are getting sick. People are getting hurt. And a lot of it is stuff that we can't control. And I just want to reach out and say that even for those things that you can't control, you have to find a way to stay strong throughout. Stay strong for yourself. Stay strong for them, and you gotta stay strong for those that look up to y'all. I mean, I know that it's hard. I know that it challenges you at times. You're trying to balance what you got going on. You're trying to balance what they got going on. You're trying to balance pretty much seems like all the weight of the world on your shoulders. But just know that you'll never be given anything that you can't handle. You'll never be pushed to the limit to where it's gonna kill you. I mean, granted, there's sometimes. Even I can and say I've been pushed to the limit sometimes to the point where, you know what, I already thought I was falling off the cliff, but you know what, I kept pushing through. I wanted to quit. I was at the breaking point. I was hanging on by a thread to quit again. You just gotta keep pushing through, and it'll get better. And so, I just want to reach out and say that, whatever you're going through today, I'm sorry. I'm praying for you, and just don't lose hope, don't lose focus. You know, it's crazy sometimes that we lose the best people in our life, or we see that the people that were strongest in front of us, or the people that gave us the most inspiration, the most motivation. We find ourselves trying to pick them up. We find ourselves trying to give back to them what they've given to us. And I can remember back when my mom was sick. She was the strongest woman I'd ever met in my entire life. Never seen her sick, never saw her going through anything. I saw her and pretty much go through a lot of stuff, and always did it with a smile, and always did it try to make sure we had the best growing up as kids. And seeing people that were close to her, seeing people that she um, seeing people that are going through these type of things, and it hurts me because I know what I was feeling at this time. And although I can't say that I feel exactly the way they feel, I know that they're going through some things. And sometimes you can't even tell that people are going through stuff. It's sometimes people go through stuff silently. People go through stuff on their own, and it bothers you. And I just want to let you know that whatever you're going through, and whatever storm is bothering you right now, just know that the rain doesn't last forever. The sun does come back out. Doesn't matter where you live at. Doesn't matter what it is that you're going through. That storm is not going to last forever. Keep your head up. Keep fighting. Keep pushing. Stay strong. Those. Medical wise, sometimes you can't control that stuff, and as much as it stresses you out, as much as it hurts you, as much as it bothers you, you got to stay strong. You got to keep pushing. There is a way. I mean, you know, there's a lot of things that are outside of our control. There's a lot of things that we have no answers for. And when people say everything happens for a reason, everything happens for a reason. I believe everything happens for a reason, but sometimes that reason is far above our head. Sometimes that reason has a purpose in its own matter. No, you can't say there's a reason for people dying. You can't say there's a reason for people getting sick. But at some point in time, we are all gonna leave this part of our life that we're at, and it's not about what we do once we're gone, but it's about the impact that we've made on people's life while we've been here. My biggest thing is making a legacy, because not only do I need to make a legacy for myself, I need to make a legacy for my kids, make a legacy for the people that look up to me, make a legacy for my siblings. There's people out here that I want to make an impact on, and I can't make this impact on them if I'm living for the past, or if I'm living for things that I've been through, or if I'm living for this very moment here. Yeah, you got to get to the moment that you're in right now, but at the same time, you got to be making that transcript. That transcript for life. If you make a transcript for life, by the time your life is done, boom, your resume is already submitted, and that's what people are going to remember you by. I mean, it's said all the time. I mean, it doesn't matter what shoes you had, what clothes you wore, what job you had. It doesn't matter, any of that material stuff, because what's going to matter is the intangible things that, I mean, the way you've made people feel, the way you've hurt them, the way you've loved them, the way you've cared about them, the little things that you think don't matter now, you'll realize that how big of an impact they have on them. And I mean, and it's a matter of, you have to be willing to make some sacrifice in order to get the success out of it. You have to be willing to sacrifice in order to get the rewards out of it. And if you're not willing to sacrifice, if you're not willing to sometimes do the best for yourself and also those ones that are closest to you, then you're not going to make a positive impact. I mean, there's some times where you got to be selfish and you got to go out and grab it. I mean, when it comes to success, man, sometimes you got to go out and you gotta take on your dreams right in the head. I mean, you know what I mean? You boom, I'm going to head on with my dreams, and it's either I get stopped by this wall, this obstacle that's been placed in front of me, or I'm going to get scared and I'm going to run the other way, or I'm going to try to run around it. What happens when you usually try to run around something? Boom, you realize it's just longer when you could have, you could have sucked it up. You could have showed a little courage, a little bravery, a little strength. Boom, you know what? I'm going to find a way to get over this wall. Hey, there's a rope hanging up here. Let me jump up here, grab this rope, and then climb myself up. Or, there's a number of different ways you can get through the obstacles you're going through, but it's a matter of how determined, how willing are you to be to get through these obstacles. I said it, I think, in the last video, we're all going to go through struggles at some point in life. And I mean, just because you see somebody have a struggle now doesn't mean they're not currently going through stuff. I mean, sometimes people put on a smile, or sometimes people show false strength because they don't want to see other people feeling sorry for them, or they don't want to see other people getting down because they're down. And, for those people, I mean, I commend you, because sometimes things go on, and it's the hardest thing to put in the back of your mind. It's the hardest thing to forget about that. And, we have to understand that you can't judge people by what they show you on the outside. I mean, you can't judge someone in general. Until you have the chance to get to know somebody completely, I wouldn't say anything negative about that person, because you don't know what they're going through. I mean, you may think, oh, I'm having a bad day, I'm gonna say this person is doing this, or I don't like this person because that. I mean, what do you know? That person may not like you as well, but they've never came out and told you. They've never disrespected you. They've never shown you that negative attitude. And, I mean, it's the kind of world we live in today. I mean, you see so much cyberbullying. You see so much stuff going on social media. You see so much stuff in the news, the media, the paparazzi. I mean, it's crazy. We have people that make a living off of other people's downcomings, other people's downfalls. And how can you say that that's who we are as people? I mean, you can't honestly say that is that's how we were raised. That's the nation that our founding fathers had in place for us. Because, I mean, I'm sure the values and the nurturing that they instilled in us when they first fought for this nation, when they first established this nation, the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, and that's not what they had planned for us. And technology has taken over a lot of our world today. I mean, there's so many things that we can't do with technology. I mean, for example, I'm sitting here recording these episodes on my phone through YouTube, and it's like, I mean, technology can make or break you, can make or break what you're doing, and it's a matter of discipline. It's a matter of doing the right thing. It's a matter of your character, man. I mean, if you have a positive character, if you have a good character, boom, spread that on to somebody else. You see somebody else down, you see somebody else going through something, boom, show them how to stay strong. Show them how to find that inner strength and that inner beauty, and boom, you know what? Get the most out of life. We were told by a number of NCOs today that I mean, everywhere you go, no matter where you go in your career, no matter where you go in your life, everything is what you make out of it. And I mean, that's exactly right. I mean, you can be doing something now that you love. You can be doing something that you don't like it as much, but it's what you make of it. You can be anywhere in the world right now, and it could be the best or the worst place you've ever been. I mean, send me to the worst place in the world, and hey, you know what? I'm find the best out of it. There's always good and something bad. And I'm not saying that in a way like, oh well, I just saw this happen to this person. But the good thing is, no, nothing like that at all. What I'm saying is, boom, make the most of whatever is in front of you. You know what? I mean, let's say, boom, take this test. I took a test a couple weeks ago, and I was like, you know what? I took my final, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? Man, I feel comfortable about this. I studied for it. I was ready for it, and oh yeah, I'm gonna, man, easy 90. Boom, we get the results back, and oh, 80. Well, crap. I mean, that can't seem right. How did I make an 80 on this? I mean, I studied for it. I thought I had the material down, and but it's a matter of, oh, am I gonna make excuses or am I gonna blame other people for it? No, I mean, hey, on the bright side, hey, that tells me I still got some work to do. I still have stuff that I need to learn. I still need to continue studying because I don't know everything. I'm not an expert in this field matter. I'm not at that point where I want to be at, where I'm comfortable with saying, you know what, I got this down. I'm ready to go to the next level. And for me, that's enough. I mean, I hold myself to a high standard, and we all should hold ourselves to a pretty high standard, hold a higher standard than we hold everyone else to. Because if we hold somebody else up here, but we're operating at a level down here, what does that look like? I mean, hold yourself up to a level up here, boom, and then maybe you do hold everybody else up to this level just as well. But hey, make sure that you're doing what you got to do. You're taking care of what you have to take care of. I mean, this goes back to what I was talking about at the beginning of this video, and you just got to stay strong. You have to be positive. And so, I mean, once again, I'm gonna close this out saying that, I mean, if you're going through doing stuff right now, I just want to tell you that it's gonna be okay. Just stay positive. Keep your head up. I mean, hey, if you need anything, I try to help everybody as much as I can. But sometimes they just need a pat on the back. Sometimes they just need a hand to help them up. Sometimes they got more on their plate than they can handle. And sometimes, hey, you know what? Let me carry some of that for you. And it doesn't matter. You don't have to always do stuff to get something in return. Sometimes you do stuff because, hey, you know what? I want to see a smile on your face, or I want to see you doing better. I know you've been through a lot, and you know what? Here, let me ease some of this slack off. Because you never know when you're going to be going through a time like this, and you know what? Hey, well, people remember that, oh, I asked this person to, hey, watch my dog while I went out of town, or, hey, you see something happen, and you see all these things going on, and you just walk over and like, hey, that's not my problem. You never know when something like that's going to be affecting you, and so just be positive today. It's Saturday, 0810, 8:10 in the morning, and, it's way too early to have a bad day, Even if your day didn't start off the right track, even if you had a bad week up until this point, you got one day left until a new week. I mean, do what you can today to have a good day, and, hey, you never know what's going to happen. Stay positive. Thanks for watching. Share this video.